I think I said this earlier. This was Rex and the defense who came to the DA and said, Rex want to plead guilty. And then they took it from there, checked with the families, because it's the DA's decision to bring a plea deal to the judge. And in this case, he talked to the families, and then he told the court. And it's interesting to say, did this came out of the blue? And he just said no. Which goes back to what I've been saying for quite some time now. They had such a strong case that eventually Rex wanting to plead guilty probably did not come as a surprise to them. And Mr. Jingles is having an only cats moment behind me. Oh, live on stream every time. My apologies for the only cats moment. Cats do what cats do.
Well, I mean, if you look at, I always talk about this, Mary, and we've talked about this, right? And I like to kid you, right? When you say, well, we're talking about a case in this jurisdiction, and you ask me, and I'll say, what does bail letter say? And you say, well, your jurisdiction is the only jurisdiction that does bail letters, right? Like, so we've provided a tremendous amount of evidence, and the evidence in this case is primarily almost. The lion's share of the evidence was the phone evidence, the financial records, the information with regard to the witness statement with regard to Amber Costello the night before, the Chevy Avalanche, the DNA. I think I said cellular phone analysis, and that's and of course the planning document and the mementos that were found. That's the case.
Yeah. When it talks about the planning document, let me show you Rex Heuermanns planning document. Let's see here. This is what they found when they did the search warrant at Rex Heuermanns' house. Wash body inside and all cavities. Remove trace evidence. Remove trace DNA. Remove identification marks. Remove marks from torture. Remove head and hands. Package for transport. Dispose of the following tools and devices. Clothes and personal items. Drop clothes. Wipes and towels. Props, toys, wood items. Anything that touched what you wore, destroy book and computer files, burn gloves, dispose of box of plastic whatevers to avoid trace. Things to remember. Sound travels. Control the amount of air in and out to control the noise made. Get sleep before hunt. Too tired creates problems. Hit harder. Too many hit to take down. Consider hit to the face or neck next time for takedown. More sleep and noise control equals more playtime. Use push pins to hang drop clothes from ceiling, not tape. Use heavy rope. Light rope broke under stress of being tightened. We're not done. He even put out what are the problems? What supplies does he need? Dump site. pre-prep, prep, post-event. So when I said they had an enormous amount of evidence, they had an enormous amount of evidence, including his own notes. And this, yeah, he planned out every detail. It was not until the bodies started showing up that they even were onto him. Even though in the 1993 and 1996 cases, they could have caught him if they only investigated the disappearance. And his notes and everything is also what tells me he acted alone. Because a person that meticulous don't want witnesses. And that is also why it's infuriating. Now, you saw Miss Allred here, an amazing attorney. There is another attorney who represents one or two other families, who is an absolute asshole, an ambulance chaser, who keeps making comments, claims that both the wife and the daughter was involved. There is literally zero evidence of that. If this prosecution believed the wife and daughter was involved, they would have charged them. But there's literally zero evidence of it. For me, the other attorney representing other families, it's just money for him. He's trying to extract civil suit money. And for him, getting it from Rex is not enough. So he goes after the wife and daughter. Now, in the future, who knows? But as of now, no.